You're 16, kneeling on the driveway, washing your mom's Civic with a kinked garden hose to save her $25 at Mr. Car Wash. 20 years later, you're booking one car a week into a Connecticut studio for $50,000. Between those two moments sits an $18.7 billion industry, 16,500 businesses, and about 175,000 workers who learned the same thing you did. That paint is fragile, time is the asset, and the customer is paying to skip risk. This is every level of car detailing in America, and what it actually costs to climb. If you like breakdowns of how careers actually progress, like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Level 1. The driveway. You're 16. You haven't been paid for any of this. The Civic is your mom's, the hose is the one your dad bought at Home Depot in 2009, and the $25 saved is a single titanium wash at Mr. Car Wash. You watched a Chris Fix video on YouTube. The channel has 11 million subscribers. The wash tutorial went up August 14, 2016, and you took notes. You set up 2 orange Homer buckets on the concrete, the 5-gallon ones from Home Depot, and you drop a grit guard into the rinse bucket. You pour about 6 ounces of Turtle Wax MAX Power into the wash bucket, the 100-ounce bottle from Walmart, $20.99. The water foams. You pre-rinse the roof first because you watched the video, and the video said, cleanest panel first. You wash top down, roof, pillars, hood, doors, rockers, agitating the mitt against the grit guard between every panel to drop the grit. You spot rinse each panel before the suds dry. You sheet rinse the nozzle off and pat dry with a 6-pack of AutoZone Pro Elite microfibers, $15.49, part 9, 2, 3, 400. You wipe the trim with Armor All Original, sprayed on the cloth, never on the car. You stop checking your phone. At the end, you dump the rinse bucket onto the driveway, and the grit ring at the bottom is gray and gritty, and exactly what the video said it would be. Your mom comes out, walks around the car once, and tells you it looks better than the place down the street. That's the first beat that lands. The Civic looks streak-free in the afternoon sun, and you saved her $25. And somewhere between the 3rd and 4th panel, you understood that contact-induced micro-scratching is the actual enemy. Tomorrow you ask her if your aunt's Camry needs doing. Level 2. The tunnel. You're 18, and Mr. Car Wash hired you. The job pays $14.01 an hour per Indeed, and the company runs 548 locations across 21 states, with about 6,800 employees and nearly 2.3 million unlimited Wash Club members. You wear a red polo and rubber boots. The boots fill with water by hour 2. Your job is the queue. You greet the driver, the RFID sticker auto scans for members, and you pitch the upsell. The titanium tier is $39.99 a month. The base exterior is $22.99 a month. Your line is, if you wash twice a month, it pays for itself. Half of them say yes. You bug prep gun the grill. You hand signal the driver onto the conveyor. Neutral, foot off the brake, hands off the wheel, mirrors folded. The car loads. The pre-soak hits. Then the triple foam, the rainbow stripes pass through the arches in red, blue, and green, and a kid in the back seat presses his face to the glass every time. The high-pressure rinse. The midder curtains. The hotshine Carnauba arch. The spot-free rinse. The blower arch. 100 decibels, and you stop hearing it after week 3. At the exit station, you towel dry the badges and door jambs with a microfiber. You run a leaf blower through the fuel doors. Somewhere around month 4, the customer pays $25 at the kiosk, and you make $14.90 that hour, and you do the math for the first time. Then you stop doing it. The CEO is John Lai, and in February of this year, he told the press, "We delivered a strong finish to 2025. The Unlimited Wash Club generates 76% of the company's wash sales. Members spend roughly 7 times what a retail customer spends." You sign up 40 members in your first month, and your manager learns your name. A Glassdoor review from El Paso says, "Rainy or windy days are terrible for commission." You learn that's true. You also learn that an assistant manager promotion pays around $19 an hour, but adds salaried 50-hour weeks. You don't take it. You ask the guy who details cars at the CarMax across the boulevard what he makes. Level 3. The detail bay. You're 21. CarMax hired you as a detailer at a reconditioning center, and Glassdoor's median for the role is $23 an hour across 90 reported salaries. CarMax runs 250 stores and just opened a 70,000 square foot standalone reconditioning center in Carrollton, Georgia, 200 jobs. In their fiscal 2025 10K, the company says they cut $125 per unit out of reconditioning cost. You are part of how they did that. You wear a gray uniform with your first name stitched on the chest. The bay is concrete, fluorescent lit, and smells like ozone and hyperdressing. A trade-in Civic, same model as your mom's, 10 years older, comes off the inspection lot with a paperwork order taped to the windshield. The order says, full recon, front line ready, 90 minutes. You pressure wash the wheel wells. You scrub the door jambs. You dress the engine bay with Megiar's hyperdressing. You extract a coffee stain from the cloth driver's seat with a Bissell Big Green Pro Heat. You compound mild paint defects with a DeWalt rotary buffer and a wool pad. Speed over jewel finish, because the clock is the boss. You restore the foggy headlights with a 3M headlight restoration kit. You blow out the dash vents with a Tornador Z020 Black. The air gun, $194 from Tornador Direct. You pumice stone the dog hair off the rear bench. You drop a paper floor mat. You move the car to the photo bay and pull the next one. Then a soccer practice van comes in. Goldfish crackers in the seat tracks. A juice box that exploded in the third row cup holder 6 months ago. You burn 90 minutes on a single seat belt. The supervisor stands at the bay door with a clipboard and clicks his stopwatch. You don't make book time. An anonymous CarMax detailer in Fort Worth, Texas wrote on Indeed, "It sucked the commission money out of my pay when I had to spend time on that soccer practice van, smoker car, huge ranch truck, or a SUV." You read it on your phone in the break room and laugh once, flatly. 2 weeks later, a black Camry comes in, smoker car. You run an ozone generator overnight in the sealed cabin. The tang of it in the morning is metallic and pure. The car goes frontline ready, and it smells like nothing. The next time the supervisor walks past your bay, he doesn't click the stopwatch. The work is the same. You are not. Carvana runs 16 inspection and reconditioning centers and just announced 200 more jobs at a 150-acre site in Syracuse. The average Carvana detailer pulls $15.14 an hour, less than CarMax. You know which one pays better. You know what the work costs. You also know 40 Civics in, the car stops feeling like a car. You buy a used pressure washer off Facebook Marketplace. Level 4. The Mobile Operator. You're 25. You wrapped a used Ford Transit in matte black with your logo on the side. You bought an active 2.0 pressure washer for around $230, and you have a square reader in the glove box. A full detail price is at $150 to $300 per the Detailing Scout 2026 Industry Guide. You drive to the customer's driveway. You walk the car with the customer. They point out a curb-rashed wheel and a bird bomb etched into the trunk. You drop a water reclamation mat, because the EPA's stormwater rules treat commercial wash water as an illicit discharge. The Clean Water Act enforcement ceiling is $50,000 a day. You plug the pressure washer into a generator. You run an MTM hydrofoam cannon at 5-to-1, $80 to $95 from Adams. You spray CarPro Iron X 500 milliliters onto the rockers, about $30 from Detailed Image, and you watch it bleed purple as iron particles dissolve. The smell is acid and clean. The customer steps closer. "What is that?" You tell them. "Iron decon. Brake dust." Their eyebrows go up. You clay the hood with a nanoskin mitt, ONR, as lube. You extract the floor mats with a MyT Light extractor. The 4-gallon heated unit, around $480 on eBay. You dress the engine with 303 Aerospace. You top with a ceramic spray sealant. You run the invoice through Square, $250. The customer pays. You post the before and after to Nextdoor at 6 p.m. By Tuesday, you have 3 more bookings. You also have an Insurian General Liability policy at $54 a month, an LLC that cost you $35 to file in Montana. Massachusetts charges $520, and a carb constraint of 25 grams per liter VOC on multi-purpose solvents in the South Coast region, per 17 California Code of Regulations, Section 94509. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says 79.6% of new businesses survive year 1. Yvonne Lacroix at DIY Detail, who's been in the trade 40 years, said it on his channel. "The less products I have, the happier I am." You write that down. You stop carrying products you don't use. The pressure washer breaks in October. You buy a backup the same day. You don't post about it. Level 5. The studio. You're 31. You took out a small business loan. You signed a 5-year lease on a 1,500 square foot bay with epoxy floors and 4,000 Kelvin LED panels, and you joined the International Detailing Association, founded in 2008, around 2,000 members across 47 countries. You added a Roops LHR-21 Mark III Random Orbital, $465 from Esoteric Car Care. You added a Flex XFE 715 Long Throw, $399.99 from DI. You added a Defelsco Positest DFT Combo Gauge, $695 from defelsco.com. It reads paint thickness in microns through both ferrous and non-ferrous panels. You added a ScanGrip SunMatch 4 LED light, $156.95 from ScanGrip USA. You priced a 1-step paint correction at $1,500, a 2-step at $3,500. The phone rings. It's a guy with a black M3. He has fine swirls under the LED lights at his dealership. He drove 50 miles to find you. You walk the car under the 4,000 Kelvin panels. You take depth readings. The hood reads 110 microns of clear coat. 2-step is safe. You quote $3,500. He doesn't blink. You spend 4 days inside the cabin of that car. You apply Gtechniq Crystal Serum Ultra, a 9-year coating, professional install only, available exclusively through Gtechniq Accredited detailers. The brand requires a paid training. The program runs about $1,000 for the 30-minute install zone. There are around 201 Ceramic Pro Elite installers in the United States. There are fewer than 100 CQuartz Finest Reserve installers globally. You are one of them. The customer comes back on day 4. You hand him the car under the LED lights. The reflections are a single uninterrupted gradient. He looks at it for a long time. He doesn't say anything. Then he says, quietly, "Why does it look like that?" Todd Cooperrider, the owner of Esoteric in Lewis Center, Ohio, said it on a podcast. Why compromise on the way that it looks? You did not compromise. The customer pays. You watch him drive away under the streetlights. The car looks wet. It is not wet. Level 6. The peak. There are detailers. And there is Larry Kosilla. He runs AMMO NYC out of Danbury, Connecticut. He founded AMMO in 2011. His YouTube channel has 2.3 million subscribers. His client list is private. The detail prices range from $350 for a basic to $50,000 for a full restoration. He once spent 138 hours on a McLaren F1 GTR Longtail before the 2016 Quail Motorsports Gathering. It took the spirit of the Quail Award. He uses Festool Shine-X polishers in the bay. He inspects under a ScanGrip Multimatch 8000 lumens, dual color temperature, $389 from Detailed Image. He coats with Modesta BC04 or BC05. Application is restricted to authorized Modesta installers. He recommends XPEL Ultimate Plus Paint Protection Film, $5,000 to $10,000 per full vehicle. He told CNBC, "You can't fake enthusiasm." He doesn't post pricing. He answers select inquiries by email. The studio has climate control, a polished epoxy floor, and a single Ferrari sitting under LED light mid-correction. The waitlist runs into October. You started kneeling on a driveway with a Homer bucket and a hose for $25. He is finishing a 6-figure restoration. The work is the same. The conditions are not. The price is not. The expectation is not. He is what the ceiling looks like when you can see it. 3 frames. The first one. Mr. Car Wash made 76% of its wash sales from members on AutoPay last quarter. The tunnel is a subscription, and you are the human inside the subscription. The second frame. The Rupes Mark III runs quieter than the buffer in the Recon Bay because Larry Kosilla has more time, and the customer is paying for the time. The polisher is the same machine. The minutes are not. The third frame. Gtechniq Accredited, Modesta Master Installer, Ceramic Pro Elite, CQuartz Finest Reserve. Those are not awards. Those are moats. The brand authorizes the installer. The installer charges what the authorization permits. That is the business. The orange Homer bucket from the driveway? It's still on a shelf in Danbury, behind a Festool tool wall, beside a Ferrari curing under LED light. He kept it. The waitlist runs to October. The price for that car is not posted. The work is the same. Everything else is the moat, that is every level, of car detailing. So go back to the first one. The bucket, the driveway, the hose. Look at it again. The work is the same. The conditions move, the minutes move, the price moves. The customer moves, you move. Or you do not.